Hey, what's up, guys? Here on the Fire Sports Pod. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday morning. I got my special guest, my boy Irvin from Montclair State University. So, Irv, if you want to introduce yourself and little what you do at Montclair, you can go for it.
Well, my name's Irv. Montclair. Well, right now I'm in for communications and media. I want to be a sports analyst. Be up there with like the Stephen A's, Shannon Sharps, JJ Reddicks. Yeah. And then at Montclair, man, I'm just chill. You know what I mean? Just chill at the rec sometimes. Just go to class and have fun and stuff. Yeah.
All right, cool. So you guys know a little bit about Irv. We're gonna get into some big topics that are some discussion in the NBA. We're gonna stick with the NBA just for today. Our first segment, we're gonna be going over the dark horses for the Eastern and Western Conference. On top of that, we will also be going over the favorites to come out of the East and West and who's our general pick to win it all. We'll go over the play-in. For the Western Conference teams that we'll be talking about will probably be the Lakers, Warriors, and Rockets. Irv is actually a Warriors fan. I'm a Lakers fan, and the Rockets are creeping behind the Warriors, so this will be a good topic to discuss. The last one, not least, we'll be going over who will be the face of the league when the older superstars like LeBron, Steph, Kevin Durant, James Harden, all the older guys, they retire. Who will become the face of the league and really take the throne. So those are our four segments. We're gonna have a blast today with my boy Irv. So let's get right to it. So Irvin, out of just the West, we see. I mean, obviously the 15 are the 15th seed is the Pistons. We don't give a shit about them.
Yeah. No.
Really, what is your dark horse to come out of the East? And we'll go on to the West after.
All right. So first of all, when you think about a dark horse, right? To you, what is a dark horse team?
For me, I think is like an underdog team that really doesn't look. No one thinks, or a few people think that they even have a shot at going far in the playoffs, or at least making the NBA championship.
All right, that's good. So you see, like, for example, just say like yes or no. Do you feel like the Bulls could be a dark horse team?
I mean, they have been playing pretty good ball, but I don't really see them beating any of the top five teams, top six teams. I would say
Right.
I don't think they beat the 76ers healthy with Joel Embiid, even
Hmm.
if he is not at 100%. I like the Heat in that type of series. If they had Lonzo Ball, you might think I'm crazy, but if they had Lonzo Ball, I think that's a different series.
No, and I agree with you. Lonzo Ball was an amazing two-way player. Good off the three. He was a very good passer as a point guard as well. So yeah, the Bulls would have made it far.
Yeah, so I don't think they're really a dark horse team at the nine side. Do I think they can make a series between really the Knicks all the way down? Yes. Do I think that they have a shot at any of the series? Yes. Do I think they're making a run? No.
No.
So they might have a thing, but if they do come out, they are probably going to have to verse the Celtics or the Bucks, and I mean they might get one, maybe two,
Mhm.
but I don't even think they even get in more than one. So
I feel like if they're gonna get one with the Celtics or the Bucks, the Rose they gotta drop like 50.
yeah, exactly. So
He has
it's
to drop like
I mean
50 points for that.
we saw last night DeJounte Murray drop 44 in the game winner over the Celtics in overtime. So I mean,
Yeah.
like that type of game could happen. We had that last year in the playoffs with the Celtics, with the Hawks. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray really gave them somewhat of a run. I think it finished in 6 games, but they had a shot in that game six to really push that to game seven. So
Right.
so we'll see, but I don't think the Bulls. So I'll answer your question, no.
All right. So this is my number one. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna say the reason why I think this team is a dark horse team.
Okay. Sounds good.
So first, the Miami Heat.
Yes.
Currently, right now, as you can see, the record is 39-33, and they're seventh in the Eastern Conference, right?
Yeah.
And they're led by none other than Jimmy Butler, right?
Yep.
So when you look at the past, ever since 2020, the past 4 years, correct? Or like 3? No, because we're counting 2019-2020 season. So let's just say the past 4 years, correct?
Hmm.
This is the Heat's playoff resume. Okay, 1920 bubble year finals. 2020-2021 kind of a bad start. I mean, kind of a bad thing. Lost in the first round.
Yeah,
Whatever. 2021-22 they made it to conference finals, which they could have won, by the way, because I saw that game. They could have won that game, but
yeah,
a lot of shots weren't going in. But whatever. Lost in the conference finals. And then in 2022-23, they made it to the NBA finals and versus the Nuggets. So with that resume alone, you could already know that the Miami Heat, they're good during the playoffs. At least for the past 4 years, you could see that.
yeah,
And then on top of that, during the trade season, they picked up Rozier. They picked Scary Terry,
yep,
a bucket.
yeah, definitely, yep.
I believe he averaged close to 20 points per game back when he was in Charlotte.
Yeah, he was a little bit of an injured in the beginning, but he's
True.
starting to get his stroll. I think by playoff time they'll be fine with him. That's a big pickup for them. Because
Exactly. Yeah.
the loss of Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry,
Mm,
and what's his name? No, I think that was it. Yeah, those two losses were big. So to get that type of player, I think you get both in one. You
yeah,
get a
absolutely.
savvy veteran. He plays defense when he needs to, and then he'll make big shots like Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry used to do. So I
Exactly.
think you got two in one basically.
And then you also have the X factor, which is the rookie.
Oh
Uh,
yes,
I think it's
um,
Jaquez Jr. I think that's
yes,
his name.
yes.
Man, when I tell
He
you that brother could ball,
holy
that
shit.
brother could ball.
Yes,
I
he's
believe
good.
he's averaging, I think, 16, 17 points, if I'm not mistaken. I might be gassing him, maybe 15. I don't know, but that man, serious X factor. You
Yeah,
cannot.
he's third in the rookies. I believe he's behind Chet, Wemby, and I think he's right there.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I.
I
I mean,
believe
I mean,
he's got.
Chet Holmgren is like a sophomore, bro, but he's
Yeah, I know.
still up for
But
rookie. So
anyways, you can't. I don't think you could put that against him because he didn't. He got injured like literally two
yeah,
preseason games into the season. I mean, you can't really fault him for that. So,
yeah,
but
true,
I think Wemby's good. I think Chet's good. But Avakwa is he's the real deal. I like him.
100%. So the reason why I only have them at my number one is because their ability to peak out in the playoffs is unreal.
Yeah,
Plus they have good defense. They're top 5, I believe number 4 in opponents like points per game, meaning like how many points do they give up? That's why I feel like they're my number one dark horse because every year they've proven that they could reach they made the finals 2 out of the 4 years. That's more than probably the majority of these teams that you see here.
yeah.
So I that's why I think that they're my number one for dark horse.
All right, you got a point there. I like the Miami Heat. That's actually one of mine. If I actually want to say, I probably would have them. Probably at one. I would also have them at one because there's really, there's a couple, but I don't think the Magic are that crazy. I mean, I think there's only four teams realistically that are at the top that are going to stay there are the Celtics, Bucks, Knicks, and Cavs. Now, the
Right.
other teams, if 76ers Joel Embiid is healthy,
Oh
then
yeah.
then I would go with them at the 5. And then I would go Pacers Heat. That's it. There's really for me, there's nobody else. And I would say the Pacers and the Heat are like the dark horses right there. The Magic are there. I think they're
Mhm.
just too young. At least with the Pacers, you have some veteranship where they've been to the playoffs, they've been against LeBron, they know how it is to win in the East. And
Right.
then the Heat, of course, they've been into the finals 2 out of the last 4. The Magic, dude, they're like babies out there, bro.
But the thing is the Magic. I feel like the majority of the people are sleeping on the Magic.
I think so too. Like I'm not gonna weary. They literally a couple games ago they were in like the 8th spot and now they're at the 5 spot. But
Yeah.
I just think that their youth is really going to. They'll win a first round. They can win a second round. But when they get to that third and then the fourth and then they get to the finals, they're just gonna fold because they're too young. Now next
Yeah.
year, the year after that, they'll be fine. Paulo Banchero's great. He'll do his thing. It's just that everyone is so young. There's nobody on that team that is like really like older, like Steph Curry age, James Harden, Kevin Durant age, that really can know what the playoffs is all about. All of them really haven't been into the playoffs.
So I have a question then, right?
Yeah,
Go to the Western Conference for
yeah,
me.
yeah. I got you.
Just
All right.
it's just real quick
Yeah, no,
before.
no, no. We'll we if you want, we could just stay there because we gotta move to the next segment after this.
All right, perfect.
All right.
So
So West.
okay. So you just said right now that the Magic they're a high seed, but when it comes playoff time, they're gonna
Mhm.
crumble within the pressure. Correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I just don't think that they have anybody that has been in the playoffs and has
Hmm.
experience. That's the only thing. If they had a couple guys um like even OKC here, like
I
people
was gonna. That's what I was gonna point out. So the OKC Thunder, right?
yeah,
They're the youngest roster in the NBA. I think
yeah,
in history, as a matter of
yeah,
fact.
yeah. No, you're definitely on that.
And they were up from, I believe, the 1 seed to the 3rd seed, but they never went down since then. Maybe in the beginning of the season when like
Yeah,
everyone was starting out, but
yep.
like mid season before the All-Star break, they were balanced. They were up and
Yeah,
down with 1 and 2,
yeah, they're all
and
right
now
there.
and
Jesus.
now they're at 3. So, do you see them making a strive? Do you think that they're gonna?
Now, see, here's the difference for me, Irv, that I would say there's a difference between OKC and the Magic. Yes, I know they're younger, all of them are
Mhm.
younger, but who has been in the playoffs and who's experienced it? There's one guy. No, there's actually two. There's two guys that have been in the playoffs, deep run in the playoffs. Who is it?
You know what I mean? Like from
From just
OKC.
yeah, OKC. There's two guys that have been in
Well,
the playoffs.
obviously it would be Shea.
Yep. Yeah, he's the point guard. He's the most important player
Mhm.
on that team. Tell me I'm
Right.
wrong.
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely
Exactly.
right.
Now there's a second guy.
From OKC,
Plays defense. He locks down the defenders and he can shoot the ball.
Luthor.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have two of the most important players on the team. And now you might think I'm crazy. Oh, what about Chet? What about Giddy? No. Why? Because Chet and Giddy, they're young,
They're
they're
young. Yes.
athletic, they're big. There's two guys that are the most important. Shea, who's dropping 31 points a game and is in the MVP conversation.
Yep.
He's
Top
been to the
three.
playoffs with the Clippers. He's been
Mm-hmm.
to the playoffs with OKC. He knows how to win because he had Chris Paul on his team. He knows how to win because he also had Blake Griffin. He saw how these guys do it. So I have all confidence in the world he'll show up. The only reason why I also say OKC is a little bit different, Lou Dort is that type of Patrick Beverly, Jose Alvarado, but he's much bigger, he's much stronger, and
Yep.
he can actually shoot the ball a lot better.
He shoots very efficiently. Yes.
And he can
Very
drop
efficiently.
25 anytime he wants if he decides to do that. But he has so much help around him, he doesn't need to. So you got
Right.
two. I wouldn't say Shea's a veteran, but he's already been in the league for a pretty couple years, and he's already been to the playoffs for a couple years. So I
Yeah.
would consider himself a young veteran, as Lou Dort is. But you have an offensive and defensive player, and Shea plays some defense. So
Yeah, he could play deep.
you
I
got
believe
two
he averages like 1.2 steals.
exactly. So you got
Three.
two
Yeah.
offensive and defensive players that are two of the most important players that have playoff experience. That's why I think OKC could make a run, could beat the Timberwolves, could beat the Nuggets, could beat any team in the West. And
Wow.
I don't think other than the Celtics, there's no other team in the East that can really go toe to toe with the Thunder because of just size. I
Right.
think Giannis has an opportunity, but you saw how AD kind of bitched him the last game.
Yeah.
So
True.
I mean, I don't understand with Anthony Davis. He gets killed by a white dude in Sabonis that is like 5 inches smaller than Giannis, and then
Literally.
he just demolishes Giannis, and Giannis is like 2 inches taller than him. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense to me. But hey, I don't know nothing. I'm just speaking Just facts right here.
No,
So
yeah, you have a point. When it comes to like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like if you put the right defender in front of the person, no matter how tall they is, no matter how short they are, you know what I mean. Sabonis,
he's a gritty dude. He's a beast. I really like him. He's actually really good.
man is what 6'9", 6'10", and I think he leads the league in like rebounds
He
and
leads the
also
league in double doubles, bro.
and double doubles.
He's
Yes,
had like 56 straight double doubles, bro. That is
and I
ridiculous.
and I feel like that's not talked about. In my
No, it's
opinion, I
not
don't I
because
don't see it. I don't see it on ESPN. I don't see it
but
on
the reason
TNT.
why look where Sacramento is.
That's true. They're on the 8 seed. They're
If
right.
they were at the 5 seed or where the Mavericks are or where the Clippers are, just imagine Sacramento was at the 3 seed where OKC was. That
Now
dude
that would be crazy.
that guy would be talked about forever. Sabonis, dude is having 56 straight double doubles.
You want to know another person like that?
Ah,
Trey Young.
yeah, Trey Young, dude. He's is he back?
I think he's still injured because I have him on my fantasy team,
Okay, yeah. All right.
and he's still like injured.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah. So that's that for me. I think OKC for me, people are writing them off like Stephen A. Smith and everybody that think. I think that the Timberwolves and the Thunder actually have a really good chance. I just think that they might run into problems facing a Clippers team, a Nuggets
Right.
team, a Pelicans team, a Mavericks team, a Suns team, a Lakers team, a Warriors team.
Hmm.
Why? Not because of they got so much size, because they do. It's the experience. I will take LeBron, Steph, Kevin Durant, Luca, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Paul George, and the Clippers
Mm,
over the Thunder and the Timberwolves any day of the thing. You give me a 7-game series, all those teams are beating them
absolutely.
because of
Absolutely.
leadership,
Hmm.
veteranship, and experience. That's what matters here in the NBA now. It's you don't see these young teams winning it all. You see these older, veteran teams, but
Yep.
have shooters and young guys around the focal point of the older superstars that win championships. Think of the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is young, but he's getting up there. Jamal
He's getting
Murray's
up
been
there.
in the league for a
Yeah.
while. Michael Porter Jr. has been in the league. You have Aaron Gordon has been in the league, but you got Caldwell Pope that's also been in the league. But you got a bunch of guys coming off the bench that are young, gritty, and want to get things going. So you have a lot of potential. So we'll see. But I would say just a little quick thing. Who just in general? Who are your dark horses for the West?
So I only have one for the West. I you can make an argument for two. 'Cause I was stuck between these two teams. First team being the Pelicans.
Mm.
Now, I understand what you just said. Brandon Ingram being a veteran, CJ McCollum being a veteran. I understand CJ McCollum back in the Blazers when he was with Dame. You know what I mean? And during that playoff run, I understand
And
Brandon
you're
Ingram
forgetting one guy, Valanciunas.
and Valanciunas. Yes,
That dude's been in the league
very
for like
slept
50
on guy.
years, bro.
Yeah, very slept on guy with the Memphis Grizzlies. He's a dog.
Yep.
So the only reason why I say this is because Zion Williamson has been hurt for probably, I believe, the first couple of years into his rookie year. He's just been hurt, dealing with a lot of weight issues,
Yep.
you know. So he hasn't reached that potential. He hasn't reached that mark.
But you see it.
Now, huh?
You see it though. In some games, you see it. Holy crap! This guy is like could if he stays healthy, could be the face of
And
the NBA.
that's when I say that Zion now healthy, the Pelicans are doing great.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you real quick. Their starting lineup: CJ McCollum, a 46% shooter and a field goal shooter, and a 42% 3-point shooter.
Jesus.
You got Herb Jones, one of the best two-way players in the league right
Yeah.
now, shooting 51% and shooting 43% from three.
Jesus.
Then you got Brandon Ingram. Is Brandon Ingram? He could be. or he is an all-star caliber player. I'm not gonna say he is because
No, I'm telling you, he want like sometimes it feels like he doesn't want to play.
yeah,
If he has the dog like Kevin Durant, bro, he's like Kevin Durant, bro. No one can block his shot. He shoots over everybody. His
yeah.
turnaround is nasty. His dribbling is great.
I
If
believe
you
he was
just
compared to Kevin
Yeah,
Durant in his early
he
years.
is. And I just think that he just sometimes just doesn't want to play. It doesn't look like he has fun. It looks like he's just like mad at the
Right,
game. And you
right.
can't play like that. Ask anybody. You can't play like that. It's hard to play
It's
mad
hard,
at the
bro.
game.
You gotta play with passion, man. That's why Kobe, Michael, they're one of the greats because they play with passion. LeBron plays with passion. Curry plays with passion. All the great players in the league right now that have won championships, that's won MVPs, that have led their teams, to that promised land. They all had that mentality. They all had like, I want to play. I love the game of basketball.
And I want to win from
And I
any
want to
means
win.
necessary. The problem is that we're talking about MVPs. I would say move more to championships because we got a boy in Joel Embiid that can't get past the fucking conference finals.
Yeah,
So I don't think
that
I
man is sick.
let's go with championships and MVPs with those championships because
Exactly. Yeah.
MVPs, bro, I don't give a shit what anybody's saying. That guy, he's a great player, but he is so soft, it is ridiculous.
It's
I
ridiculous, man.
don't understand, and I understand about injuries, and I get it. It's part of the game, and it is what it is.
I mean,
But
he's
dude,
almost 300 pounds, and he's 7 feet tall, 300 pounds.
bro,
And I heard in some interviews that they use different, like, they use special things like cream, like numbing cream, spray on numbing stuff. Like some players are saying that this is stuff that they never even know existed until they were in the league, used on Joel Embiid during the sit-outs, during the timeouts, because he was just battling through injuries while playing.
yeah, I know. But
So
I just think that you can't put him at the top. And that's
right.
why a lot of people don't because he's always injured. He won an MVP, but he can't get his team past the Western Conference. They folded last year and they had Boston on the ropes.
They did. They did.
So I really couldn't put him there. But I understand what you say about all the veterans and all the people that have won championships. They actually like to play basketball. Brandon
Mhm.
Ingram just doesn't look like he wants to play sometimes. And that's the problem why Pelicans won't succeed and get to where they need to be because he won't play the Kevin Durant type of style, which he needs to play in order for him to get them to a championship. Or
Right. That's why I said that he could be an all-star caliber player.
yeah,
Then you also got Zion Williamson,
yeah,
who is an all-star caliber player because he made it to the all-stars.
yep,
Then you have Valanciunas, the big dog. We just talked about him.
yeah,
That he could give you 10 rebounds per game. He's a good defender in the paint, and he also shoots 33% from three as a big man. Now, I know in this league, I feel like ever since Steph Curry came in, everyone wants to shoot now.
yeah. I
You
know.
feel me? So 33% from three for a big man, that's pretty decent. For me, in my opinion. That's pretty
Valanciunas, he doesn't really shoot the three. I'll take that all day.
yeah. And then they also have a good backups. They have a good backup in Jose Alvarado.
I like that guy. I love
And you also have Trey Murphy, the third. Hello.
him.
One
Oof.
of the best shooters in the NBA, shooting 43%, who is also a two-way player as well.
Yeah,
So if you have that in a, let's say, 7, maybe 8-man rotation with Cody Zeller also coming off the bench for Valanciunas, who's a veteran, by the way, who's a veteran, so he knows how to play the game. Cody Zeller,
yeah,
I'm not gonna discourage him. I feel like the Pelicans could make a run. Now, depending on which team they play, I think the Thunder, like you said, I'm taking the Pels over the Thunder. Wolves, that'll be a good game. That'll be a good series. I'll probably lean a little bit towards the Wolves, but don't sleep on the Pels. Clippers, man, they're doing great, but I feel like they're one of those teams that they're gonna do great in the regular season, but then they're gonna do so ass in the playoffs. Like I don't want to wish that upon them, bro. Like I want to see Kawhi succeed with his brand new team. I want to see
I'm just tired, bro.
I want to see Paul George get a chip. I want to see Harden get a chip. You know
I'm
what I
tired.
mean?
I'm
Harden's
tired.
been bounced around the league so many times, going up with
Well, no. Hold on. He
So,
deserves his shit. That dude, he doesn't give a crap about a team. He just wants to care about himself and himself only. You go bounce from the Rockets, then first you bounce from OKC when you should have stayed
he
there.
should have stayed there.
Then you bounce to the Rockets, don't win nothing, have a shot, then you fold against the Warriors. So that's his fault why he didn't have a championship, because
Right.
they had it. Not Chris Paul's fault, your fault, because you were the main star and you should have been able to play up to the expectations without Chris Paul. Then you go from them, then you go to the freaking then you go to the 76ers where you play.
No, he went to the Nets first, I think.
Oh, yeah, he went to the Nets, where
Nets
he
first.
was playing really good, then got injured, then played absolutely ass, then won an out of there, then went to the 76ers, and then played just trash, then came into the playoffs against Boston, had a 40-point blowout game, and you guys won, and then you were non-existent in the next two games.
That man was a ghost.
Bro, and then you want to throw yourself out of Philly to go to the freaking Clippers, and then you're still doing nothing. So let's see if they win a championship. If they don't win a championship this year or next year, it's done. James Harden has been his own problem. He's the problem. Nobody else. It's him. Him. The only reason why he hasn't won at least a championship or gotten to a finals is because of him.
Now, I wouldn't say that he hasn't done nothing in the Clippers. I feel like
No. I meant they haven't done nothing yet. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, nothing yet. Okay.
We don't know, but they haven't done nothing yet. So we'll see what happens. But if they get bounced in the third round, second round, even if they make it,
if they get bounced in the first round, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
This is a team that is playoff bound.
I'm letting you know they're not going to. But if they see either the Warriors or the Lakers or the Kings, they better be careful.
I mean, yeah, man. That's definitely going to be an offense versus defensive series, because the Clippers, I think they're one of the top defensive teams in the league for sure.
Yeah, no, well, that for sure. So my dark horses for the West, I'm gonna just go with two teams.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to lean to the Mavericks. I like Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to go with my team, bro. We've won 5 straight. We've beaten the Bucks. We've beaten we've beaten some good teams this season, and we're on a stretch where, bro, we're just playing basketball. We beat the Bucks without LeBron James in Milwaukee, and they had everyone healthy.
And I think it was a comeback too.
It was a comeback. We went down by 19 points in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes to go, bro. Like, what? Without LeBron James. Then we did the comeback when we were down by 21 with LeBron against the Clippers. We won that game. And then you had against Grizzlies a couple nights. We got the Pacers tonight. Down on Saturday, we got the Nets, I believe. So we got some good games right here. We got 9 games to go. If we win the next 2, we're on a 7-game winning streak with 7 games to go. I got to look at my schedule. But, bro, I think the Lakers, we got 41 wins. We win all 9 more games, or at least win, let's say, 7 more. So we lose 2 out of the next 9. We win 7 more. We're 48 and 34, bro. Dude, that's not bad, bro. That's really good. And let's just say if we do run the table, we got 50 wins on the season. Who would have thought 20 games ago we would have 50 game wins? That doesn't make any sense. So I think the Lakers are darker. I don't care what anybody says. Anthony Davis plays the way he plays, and LeBron James plays the way he plays. He's doing it smart now. Last year he went all out, had to play every game for them to get into the play-in, and he was gassed by the Western Conference Finals.
Of course.
Now he's taking days off, which is great. At the end of the season, his ankle's been bothering him a little bit, so he's letting AD cook, letting him get his offensive flow going, and then he rolls in and just says, all right, now it's my turn. Get the hell out. You can sit out. I'm going to take it from here. And then that's what he does. And we can do that, and he's fully healthy, 100% going into the playoffs. You're going to see close to prime LeBron back into the fold. That's what he did last year. That's what he did last year. Tell me I'm wrong. That Warriors series, no offense, I'm not even telling you. But yo, he killed you guys. And then
Yeah.
the Grizzly series,
Oh my goodness, the Grizzly series was one of the best series I've ever seen, bro.
bro,
Honestly.
and then he got into the play-in tournament. He had to face the Timberwolves to knock the Jazz, whoever. They had to face somebody, then to play the the Grizzlies, then to play the Warriors, then to play the Nuggets. Like, he was gassed by then, but dude, he was still putting up really good numbers for a man that was dealing with an ankle injury from the
You're talking about LeBron, right?
yeah, from the
Yeah.
first game of the Denver Nuggets series to the end of it, he was dealing with an ankle injury. And then AD just wasn't playing as offensively as he was now. He's playing defense and offense. Last year in the playoffs, he was playing more defense. He really wasn't getting 30 and 20. Dude, he's getting like 30 and 20 on a nightly basis. So I got those teams coming out the West. Now in the East, I'll probably have to go with Miami, and I probably would have to go with I'm gonna go with Miami. Wait, let me just go back to what I was talking about. I'm gonna probably go with Miami, and I'm gonna probably go with the Pacers. Miami and the
The
Pacers.
Pacers was a good that was a good pick. I like the Pacers.
Yeah, so that's my dark horses for those two. I know Irv. He said Miami was his number one, and then he
Yeah.
said for the West he went with
The Pelicans. I went
the
with Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Yeah.
So that's how we roll. All right, so we'll move on to our next segment. We're gonna kind of chuck in both segments into one segment since it's already been 31 minutes. So
All
we're
right.
just gonna roll right into it. So our second segment here today on the Fire Sports Pod with Irv. We're gonna go the favorites to come out of the East and West, and who in general we pick to win it all. So
All right.
who do we think, Irv, since we just came up about going over dark horses, now let's transition into the actual teams we are going with to win it all from the East and the West. So just two teams. That's it. Who's winning it all for the East? I mean, who's coming out to go into the NBA championship from the East and the West, and then who's winning it all?
Okay, well.
You can go biased, and then you can go realistic.
Okay. All right.
So,
Okay.
so
Well, I'm gonna start with realistic.
yeah,
Realistic. Come on. I hate it. I hate to say it, but Celtics.
yeah,
Come
disgusting.
on. I mean, they're second in the league with points per game, and they're top 7 in opponents' points per game. So they're good on offense and they're good on defense.
Yeah,
You got Holiday, you got White, you got Brown, you got Tatum, you got Porzingis. The Porzingis pickup, the Holiday pickup, that right there just made the team even better than what they were. Then they
yeah,
also had then they also have White, who is balling out. Right now he's shooting 46% from the field and 40% from 3,
that's nuts.
averaging at least a block or two with one steal.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Also, you also have, the Holiday pickup, who is also another two-way player. The entire starting lineup is two-way players.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that.
No, yeah, you're right.
Porzingis with his length, he could cover the perimeter and at the same time defend the paint. Tatum is Tatum, you know what I mean? When he wants
Yep.
to play defense, he'll lock in and play defense. Brown, same thing applies to him. When he wants to, he will. White and Holiday, not much to say. They're probably one of the best guard defenders in the NBA, maybe like top 10, top 15. That's a take for another time. Um White, the last 5 games, has averaged 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists off of a steal and a block per
He's
game.
crazy.
So
Yeah,
it might be a hot take. I don't know. But the whole team can be or are all-star caliber players. I think everyone in the starting lineup besides White were all all-stars. And White was arguably going to be an all-star this coming year.
yeah, he got snubbed. I thought the White should have made it.
I mean, I personally think he shouldn't have made it, but he was in that conversation though for being an
I
all-star.
think he just played so well up until the All-Star break. I just
Mm-hmm.
think that you're looking at an All-Star. You're looking at someone that impacts the team. Then go off
Right.
what impacts the team. There was times where Celtics needed him, and he's the one that pulled them to multiple game wins in that first half of the season. So I think he at least deserved a spot, or at least a recognizable like to be recognized. I mean, I
I
don't think
mean, he was technically being recognized, but people recognized him, but at the same time, they were like, no, like because there's other people that
yeah.
deserve that spot more than him.
I think if he starts scoring more and then jumps his average from 19 to like 23, 24, then he'll be start and then he'll be in the All-Star break. I mean the All-Star game.
And also,
Um
we got to talk about Tatum as well. Tatum has been balling top.
I love Tatum, but the problem with Tatum is that for me, he's got to show up in the big game.
That's true. He
He,
has to
he's
step
got to
it up.
he the only thing that's missing from him is if he wins the championship, then everyone's going to start talking about Tatum as one of the best
Yeah, I
players
think. I mean,
in the world.
let me remind you what LeBron said about Tatum.
Oh,
Tatum
I
is
remember. I know.
only like I believe what 25, right? That he
Yep.
said.
Mm-hmm.
So Tatum entered the league in 2017-18, right? When he entered the league, he they finished second in the Eastern Conference, and they finished in the Eastern Conference Finals. 18-19, they finished fourth and they made it to the semis. 19-20, that was they made it to third. They made it third into the semis. And then 2020-2021, it was a bad year. They didn't they were finished seventh, I think, and then like they got eliminated first round. And then 2022-23 finals appearance. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Definitely.
you're with Tatum being in the league, the Celtics have made it to the conference finals, to the semifinals, to the actual finals. But I feel like you're right. Tatum needs to show out.
Yep.
And yeah, the unrealistic or the bias, low key, man. I think the Knicks. I think the
Yeah,
Knicks
I like the Knicks,
could
man.
make the run. They got beautiful pickups when and Alec Burks, Bogdan
OG.
Bogdanovic. They got OG Ananobi. The Knicks were good defensively because they had DiVincenzo, they had Hart, and now they picked up OG. They're, I believe, top three in the league in defense
They just
right
got to
now.
get healthy.
I said I'm telling you, fully healthy team because Robertson was out for almost 50 games.
Yeah, I know.
You had you also have Julius Randle out for hella games. OG Ananobi that's out. It's like a day in and day out. He's good and then he's out for like 10 games.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I mean? So with a fully healthy team, I think they could beat the Bucks in playoffs. That's just my opinion. They could beat the Bucks and they could give the Celtics run for their money. I do think the Celtics, though, due to their size and their ability to score, I feel like the Celtics could beat the Knicks, but I really think the Knicks could make a run in the future if they keep those core players, if they keep those players that they have right now.
Yep. I
So
agree with that. I agree with that. That's not bad. So the Celtics and
and the Knicks,
the Knicks coming out of the East. All
yeah.
right. So West.
Can you
Oh yeah.
can you go to West?
Yeah. My bad. My bad.
No, you good, bro.
All right. So West. So just two teams, quick and easy. Who we got?
All right. Obviously the obvious one would be the Nuggets. Last year winning the NBA Finals with Jokic, Mister Back-to-back MVPs. I think he's gonna win MVP this season for sure. Really not much to say here. They're a wonderful team through the starting five with Murray, KCP, um, Porter, Gordon, and Jokic. I think they're all good defensively. They have the length, they have the size, they all have the ability to score. So I think that's without a doubt. Probably a bias will probably be the Wolves. I know they're number two in the West, but the fact that Anthony Edwards is taking that step, the fact that Anthony
Mm,
Edwards is now carrying this team, he's finally unlocking what many people had him like potentially as. Now they added Rudy Gobert throughout the years. Rudy Gobert, Cat is being an all-star caliber player. You have Mike Conley, a wonderful veteran who's a good ass shooter. You know what I mean? They have McDaniels, who is one of the best wings in the NBA defensively. Like they're number one in defense, and they could score the ball. I just think that they need they need more of their players to step up to the plate, because if Anthony Edwards is gone, forget about it.
Yeah, no.
Forget about it. Like they don't got no chance in no playoff series, because I know defense. They say defense wins games, but at the same time, you need offense.
Yep, I've been saying that.
You need offense.
Yep, I agree with
So
that. So that's not bad. I like that.
yeah,
All right, cool. So Nuggets, Timberwolves, Knicks, and
Celtics.
all right. So I'm gonna put a bit of a spin on it.
All right.
We're gonna go to the East. So the East first. Man, this is a little bit difficult because I want to go with a real big sleeper.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Pacers, bro.
Dude.
I'm gonna go with the Pacers. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, but I think the only team other than the Knicks, I would probably have to go with the Cavs.
Yep.
I like their shooting. I like their size. They just got to stay healthy. If Jarrett Allen and Mobley stay healthy, they can give the Bucks and the Celtics and the Knicks a run because everyone's got size there.
Everyone got size, and if Garland's healthy as well.
That's what I was gonna say too, as well. Garland's healthy; they got a shot. Donovan Mitchell stay healthy; he's got a shot. I think I got a dogs. So yeah, I would say the Cavs are one of them. A lot of people probably aren't picking the Cavs, but I would probably go with a sleeper. Would be the Cavs. So that would be my bias / dark horse to win it all in the East. Would be the Cavs.
Perfect.
Now realistic. I'm gonna probably go with I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go with the Bucks, bro.
Wow.
I can't go for the Celtics, man. But not even being biased on that. I just think the Bucks, if they got Dame, he plays great in the playoffs. I just think all around, I trust the Bucks more than the Celtics, if I'm being honest. You got Giannis, who's won a championship. You got Chris Middleton, who's also won a championship. You got Dame Dollar, who's been against the Warriors in the playoff, has been in some crazy games and played game winners. You have Brook Lopez, all-time veteran. You got Crowder there. I mean, the list goes on. Grayson's Allen on the Suns now. Never mind.
Yeah, he's on the Suns.
I got a bunch of dudes that actually know how to play You got Malik Beasley, has been in the league for a while, veteran. You got a lot of dudes that can play basketball, so I think the Bucks have a good shot. So I got the Bucks and the Cavs in the East, and now we move on to the West. Now you might think I'm crazy, but
brother, if you say what I feel like you're gonna say, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know that last year everyone was telling me the same thing, that I was stupid. Literally upon right now, before I started my podcast last year, I was telling people at Montclair and I was telling people in my family, hey, watch out for the Lakers. And look what happened. They got all the way to the Western. Tell me you thought that the Los Angeles Lakers out of the play-in tournament was going to make it to the Western Conference and literally lost all 4 games of a combined 16 points. They lost by like 5.6 points every fucking game, that series.
Right, yeah.
So you're telling me that you thought the Lakers would have had a shot to win every game against the Nuggets. They lost them, and you thought that they were going to be in the Western Conference. Did you think that last year?
Well, first you gotta consider their schedule. What was their playoff picture? What did it look like?
Well, they versed the Grizzlies, who had John Morant, and they were I believe they were the 2 seed. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were the 2nd seed. Yeah,
and then you had the Warriors, who were, I believe, the 5th or the.
No, they were 6.
They were 6. It was either the 5th or the 6th, and then you played the number 1 team in the NBA in the Denver Nuggets. You have Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson. Then you have John Morant, Baines, Steven Adams. You had You had Brooks, and I believe I forgot his other name. Is the other young kid. Clark. You had Clark. So you got a bona fide 2 starting 5s, and then you got Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., Caldwell Pope, fucking Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. Like, really? Like, tell me. And then you played the Timberwolves, to get into the damn thing. You had to play them in the play-in tournament, and I believe then you had to play the I forgot what they had to do last year, but they had two. They had one play-in tournament. I think they had to play the Timberwolves to get in there, or the Jazz. Then they had to play the Timberwolves, whatever the case is. So you had to play really good teams to even get into the playoffs, and then on top of that, you had to play two pretty good, pretty good starting five, and one great starting five in the Warriors, and then you had to play a juggernaut team in the Nuggets. So, I mean, tell me I'm wrong. I think that's a thing. Look at the Nuggets. They didn't have to play really anybody.
I mean, I think they just stuck to I think there's 7-man rotation.
Yeah, but they didn't really have to play anybody. No, I meant for the series. They really didn't have to play anybody up until the conference finals, but they demolished them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only team that gave them a run for their money was the Lakers. They swept them, but they had to win. They had to really win those games. I want you to go look up all the game scores for the Denver Nuggets games.
I mean, I saw the game, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was rooting for the Nuggets because every time a team eliminates the Warriors, I immediately do not cheer for them.
That's fine.
Let me see.
Hold on, I got you right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I got it. I got it right now. I was on top of that.
Oh, okay. I see that. I see it here. Okay, so they beat. So they
Wait,
beat.
I'm gonna present it. Hold up. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna present it so people can see that I'm not freaking crazy. Okay, so we got 119 to 107. That first game we were down by 25 points. Okay, so then the second game we lose 113 to 111. The third game we lose. Wait, hold on. Nope. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, wait, hold on. The series was wrong. My bad. Okay,
yeah,
so
it starts on the bottom.
Yeah. All right. So first game we lost 132 to 126. We were down by 20 points going into the fourth quarter. So that's 8. Then the next game we lost by 5, 108-103. Had that game. The game 3 we lost by 11. Had that game. 119 to 108. And then we lost game 4 where LeBron dropped almost 40, 113 to 111. Come on, man. They actually had to win those games. We didn't have garbage people in those garbage times. We actually had our starters up until the 30 seconds left of the fourth quarter. Because the game was it was already a 6-point game and there really was no thing. So I'm not wrong. You know what I mean, Irv? I'm not crazy with this take. I'm not. I'm really not. And yes, but we've shown this is the problem from last year to this year. This is why I think people are really not understanding what I'm saying. The problem from this year and last year is last year our team was fully healthy and we were barely winning. Our team is not even healthy and we're winning. That's the difference.
Well, kind of.
You're
at the bottom with us.
Jared Vanderbilt. No, but I'm saying that, dude, we went from we were under 500 a couple games ago, about 10 to 12 games, and now we're 9 games above 500.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know we're not moving up, but that's not our fault. They're winning. The other teams are winning. We put ourselves in that hole, but it's fine. But if we end up with 48, 46 wins on the season, I'm saying that's a successful year. Coming from where we started, that's a pretty good year. Am I wrong?
I'll give that to you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. But I just feel like in my opinion, that year, I probably say the Memphis series was light work. They were just toying with them. Warriors series,
we got blown out by like 15, bro. Twice.
The Warriors series, we did get 2 games, and
no. Not the Warriors game, the Grizzlies game.
Oh, what about the Grizzlies game? You beat them in 6?
I believe we beat them in 6.
I think you beat both the
Warriors and the Grizzlies in 6 games, 4-2.
Yeah, in 6 games.
And both of the losses from each of those games, I think we got blown out by double digits.
Yeah. There was. I think it was game 2. Game 2 was No, but I mean, I'm just saying, in my opinion, the only thing the Warriors struggled with every year, well,
With size.
was size. We
Yep.
had freaking Draymond Green, who's now regressing and not being the defender he used to be, DPOI Green. You know what I mean? Now he's just
Guys should have kept Wiseman. Should have been able to develop him better. That's on you guys. That guy was
in
supposed
my opinion, yes. I feel like if we would have developed him, he was a stretch because he could shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
That would
bro.
have fit him. Dude, I was so hyped.
Bro,
I
he
was
would be
hyped.
great. I don't know how you guys, but remember, you guys really don't develop bigs. Name a big that has came out of the draft that you
Yeah,
guys
no, the only
don't
bro. I
develop.
mean, what Kevon Looney? Like,
No,
bro,
but
that's not
Looney
even. He's
didn't
not
come.
even a
I don't.
big.
Didn't come out? Did Looney come out as a draft to the Warriors?
He came out of the draft for the Warriors, but
Oh, well,
he was like
but he
he
was
was
a
a
regular
6'9"
big.
big. He was a
He was a
6'9"
regular.
big.
Yeah, he's not that big. He's LeBron
He's
James.
not that big compared to. But I mean, I give props to my man.
Oh
That
yeah.
man could hustle for offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Defensive rebounds, the whole team is crashing the board, but offensive rebounds, man, he gives me. I give him my heart, man. That
Yeah,
man is
no,
a dog.
he's definitely good. So now, yeah, so I'm probably gonna say I'm gonna go with my Lakers, because I obviously I have the things to back it up. I mean, I'm not crazy. It's just the way it is, and we've beaten other than the Nuggets, and that's gonna be my next one, which would be the Nuggets.
Right.
So I got the Nuggets and the Lakers. Other than the Nuggets, we have beaten every team that's ahead of us. Well, Sacramento, we can't beat for some fucking reason, but I just think that's just us. But we're never going to play them unless they get to the finals. I mean,
Right.
to the conference finals. So I think other than the Sacramento Kings, who we're not going to play, the Denver Nuggets, we might be able to play. I want Denver again. I'll be crazy, but I want them again. I want to see fully healthy Anthony Davis, fully healthy LeBron James, fully healthy. Remember, we don't got Jared Vanderbilt, which is our best defender, on-ball defender.
Yeah.
And he's got size. We don't have Gabe Vincent. We've had him for 4 games the whole year. And on top of that, those are the two. And then Christian Wood, which is another stretch 4.
But he hasn't been playing, right?
No, he hasn't been playing. He's hurt. So we have
Yeah.
3 guys potentially could be coming back before the playoffs start. Fully healthy. I want to see if we got if we can get the Nuggets. I think we can. I think there's a shot. It's going to take probably 6.
You guys need a prayer and fully healthy players, bro.
I think more of a fully healthy roster because, dude, even this year, if it wasn't for us lackadaisically being mentally irregular in the last 2 minutes of the freaking game, last game against the Nuggets, we would have blew them out by over double digits. We were up by 8 with like 2 minutes to go, and then I think we just forgot how to play basketball.
No, it's just real quick. I saw the series and Jokic and Murray were just chucking up shots, bro.
That's what I mean, bro. Like what?
If I was a Lakers fan, I would have been so tight. They were throwing up shots.
Dude, when Jokic threw those 2 against Anthony Davis, one in Denver and one in fucking LA, I was like, bro, huh? What?
Bro, it's because his shot is so unorthodox because he brings it back behind his head and he doesn't even follow through. He just chucks it and he just like this. And Anthony Davis is a really good defender, and especially he slept on in the perimeter. He could play.
He's one of the best defenders in the game when it comes to bigs. I think he is the best defender. Name me a better defender.
I agree with that. So, but for Jokic to chuck up a shot like that, that's a 1 in a million shot.
Exactly, but he made it like 3 times in that series. He made it 3 times in that series.
I don't know, man. I don't think the Lakers could pass the Nuggets, man. That's just my opinion.
And you might be right, but hey, I gotta go with my Lakers.
I hear you.
I gotta go with my Lakers, but that's pretty much it for those takes. Now, just quick, because we're on the clock here. Western Conference teams who will be taking. So, just quick synopsis: Warriors, Lakers, Rockets.
Okay.
Where are they going? Are they going anywhere? Do you think the Rockets?
I feel like if the Warriors lock in and they actually start winning games and stop being dumb, we could definitely like we could definitely make it without a doubt. I feel like Curry just needs more help because Draymond is a hack. Clay, he's been good, but then sometimes he's been doing ass, and it's just like I don't know what to say. I don't know, like I can't give you a proper analysis on Clay. Um, who else? CP3 off the bench. He's been wonderful off the bench, helping our rookies, our second unit. He's been doing great. He hasn't been scoring because he's been passing the ball. That's his veteran job. That's his veteran leadership. Um, who else? I love Paul. I love Pod, the rookie we picked up. I love Jackson. I love him as well. He was a very good pickup. Who else do we have? I mean, I think overall the Warriors can make it if we just lock in and we start scoring the ball more, be a little bit more consistent instead of inconsistent. Lakers, I agree with your take. I feel like the Lakers, fully healthy, LeBron could make a deep playoff run. I mean, LeBron always does. You could always count on him to do his part, but his team has to play his part too. I
He
could say
doesn't
this.
look tired though. That's the thing that I'm trying to say. He doesn't look tired going into the playing tournament. He doesn't look tired going into the playoffs. He looks like he's ready. It looks like he doesn't even break a sweat out there when he played against Memphis.
Mhm.
Again, Memphis doesn't have nobody, but he played against
Yeah,
boys. But he made them look like little girls, bro. They didn't
yeah,
weren't even playing with him. Those are
right.
NBA players. I don't care without Ja. Those are NBA players, and he made them look like little girls out there. So
Yeah,
that's the little crazy thing. So you agree with the Lakers? What about the Rockets? You think the Rockets can catch?
Rockets. I mean, they're on the 10 game, man, and I feel like if the Warriors keep being stupid, yeah, they're gonna pass us, and it's gonna be like embarrassing. It's gonna be embarrassing. You know what I mean? But the Jalen Green's a baller right now. He's been balling out like crazy. Rockets been doing good, but I think they got Fred VanVleet over there as well. They have Sangoon, they have Brooks. Like they have a good core. They have a good solid dudes, and they were bad in the beginning of the season until the
Yeah,
All Star break, and then now all of a sudden playoff time is coming, and they're a potential threat to the Lakers and the Warriors in the play-in.
yeah.
So
Well, I think the Lakers will kill them.
no, I think the Lakers will. I think the Warriors and Lakers will kill them
I
without
think
a
both
doubt.
of the teams will kill them. I don't
But
think
we have to lock in the next 20 games because if not, our play-in spot will be taken.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So
yeah.
that's where I stand on the play-in.
So yeah, I'm gonna probably agree with all three of those. I think the Warriors will stay with it. I think now Warriors Lakers matchup, it's always going to be great for a playing spot. But I would hate for me to send Steph home. I want to have Steph a little bit longer in the playoffs, like last year
Yeah,
with LeBron. So
I
I'm
feel
hoping that we can get out of the playing tournament so we don't have to beat the crap out of you guys. Because
I mean, I don't know, man. I just
no,
forgot
we
about.
play. We all games we play each other hard, so it's going to be a hard fought game. But I just think that you guys have no size. That's the only thing.
I mean, we got scorers too. We got Kaminga. I forgot to mention Kaminga.
Yeah,
Kaminga. He could drop 20. He could drop almost 30
no.
points.
I'm not saying that you guys have a legitimate shot to beat us. There's no doubt. But
Right.
you guys play us. I'm not being biased. I just think that Anthony Davis, he's
Yeah, that's the only
the
thing I'm
only
I'm
thing.
mad about because we don't have
I don't
size
think
at all.
anybody on your Warriors team can also guard LeBron. I don't think Draymond. Not now. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah,
He
I,
just
I I
killed them.
agree with that. Anthony Davis and Draymond 100%. But that's why we have if we're gonna do bad defensively, we have to score the ball
Yeah.
offensively because Clay will be the guy on LeBron. Clay would be the guy on LeBron, and then Green would be on
Anthony
on
Davis.
Davis.
Or
But
you
Clay's
bring
not the
in
defender
Looney,
that he used to
or you
be.
bring in Looney, and you got Draymond on LeBron, Looney on Davis.
True. Yeah, that could that could work
You
out.
might have to do that for that type of game because you need at least some big body. Because if it's Draymond, get the
He's
hell
gonna
out of here.
foul. He's gonna foul.
He's just gonna foul out, then argue to the
Yeah.
ref and get ejected. So it don't even fucking matter.
But I feel like that is gonna be a good series though.
Yeah, it would be if it's a one game, it's gonna be crazy. If it's a series, then it would be a great series. So
Yeah.
now moving on to before we end our show, we're just gonna do a quick minute segment for each about who's gonna be the face of the NBA. I'm gonna only pick one guy, and I'm gonna go with my man I'm gonna go with John Morant if he stays out of trouble.
Okay.
I like Ja Morant. I like him. I would go with the two guys. I would go with Ja and Anthony Edwards. Maybe Zion at 3, but he also I just can't trust him. So whoa. Hold up. Never mind. I cut that off. Sorry, guys. No. My bad. Fuck Ja. I'm going Luca.
Thank
And
you very much. I was holding it. I was waiting for you
what
to
the
keep
hell?
going
I,
with this
I
segment.
completely forgot about Luca. And then you got Shea, you got Chet, you got Wemby. I just got to see a little bit more for them. But I got Luca. He's the only one close to LeBron.
Just do
IQ,
a quick top five. Quick top five. Just quick top five.
quick top 5, and then we'll end it.
Yeah. Just a quick top five of the top
Youngest players.
young players, because
I would have
you just named like 7 different players, so might as
I
well
would,
just do a top five.
I would have to go Luca,
Right.
because he's going crazy. I would put number 2. I would go with Anthony Edwards. With 3, I'm gotta go with Shea, bro. I'm sorry, Shea's just a dog. I can't put John Morant because he's been suspended, so I'm sorry, I can't put him in there. So 3, those are the top 3. The 2, I would probably have to go with it's a close one. I would probably gotta go. I'm gonna put Zion in there. I got them. I got Zion at 4. I think he's just a beast. And then at 5, I'm gonna go with. 5 Victor.
Victor, okay.
And then 6 would be Chet. And then I would probably put Chet at 6. And then 7 would be John Morant. I would probably move John Morant up, but I don't know what the hell he's going to be next year because he's got an injury. He's been
Right.
suspended. He hasn't played, so I don't know what the hell he's going to be. Jalen Green's up there. He's probably at 8. You got a bunch of dudes out there that I mean, you really can name anybody. There's a lot of young guys that really can play. I mean, are we still considering Jason Tatum as young?
I mean, what? Now he's 25, 26. I'm not. I wouldn't consider. I think he'll
No.
be.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think he'll be considered one of the best guys in the league.
Yeah. Then I probably would have to go. So I got 8 right now, so I'm gonna just stop at 8. That's it.
I mean, if you got 2 more, you could put 2 more.
I mean, give me some names. I'm having a brain fart.
You got Sengun.
Nah.
Sengun really. I mean, Sengun has been really good. You also got.
But I mean, match up with Shea, Luca. Not really.
And, you also got Halliburton.
Oh yes.
I think man is like 22, 23.
Screw Ja. Halliburton's going at 7. And then Chet's at 6, Halliburton's at 7, Ja's at 8, 9 is Green, and then yeah, Chet at 6, Halliburton at 7, 8 is Ja, 9 is Jalen Green, and then 10, fuck it, I'll put Sengun in there.
All right.
Yeah, that's my top 10.
All right, top 10
quick.
for me, automatically Luka Doncic, without a doubt, Mr. Triple Double himself, probably shooting like 50% from the field. You know what I mean? That's without question. Next, you got, I would say, probably put Anthony Edwards up there. I would probably definitely. He's been the main scorer for the Timberwolves, and he's only 22 years old.
Yeah, no, that's nuts.
He has such a humongous ceiling. He's averaging almost 27 points per game, shooting 47%. So I definitely got him up there. That Ja take is a little frustrating only because Ja, when he's in the league, he's an automatic impact. Automatic impact.
But the problem is that all the guys that I put ahead of him can shoot the ball and is much better all overall.
Right.
Tell me I'm wrong. Ja cannot shoot.
Absolutely. I 100%.
And
agree.
All the guys that I named are on the floor.
Yeah.
Luka, Shea, Zion, Chet, everybody who's on the floor. The only reason why I put Zion in is because I would take Zion over Ja any day of the week because of the size and just he'll drop 30 just in the paint. Ja can't do that. Ja has to be able to shoot the ball.
And I think he could shoot the ball. I think he was like a 30-something% from 3.
But like low 30s. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be able to shoot the ball. You can't shoot better than Luka. You can't shoot better than Shea. You can't shoot better than Chet.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't shoot better than Halliburton. You can't shoot better than Jalen Green. You
Right.
can't shoot better than who's the other guy? Oh, you can't shoot better than Victor because Victor's 7'4".
And he makes shots.
And he
I mean,
makes
he
the
tucks he
shots,
tucks up
bro.
a lot, but he makes the
He
majority of them.
makes the shots. So
Yeah.
I mean, right now I could say if we're talking about scoring the basketball and overall play, I can put him at 10.
Right.
I would have Ja over Sengun, but if for that type of thing. But Sengun can drop 30.
And
In the
Sengun is a really good paint defender for his size. For
Yeah,
his size,
so
he's a good to paint defender.
I'm giving Ja a little credit than he should because he doesn't play. He
Mhm.
doesn't play defense.
Right. Yeah, I
He
agree.
he can't shoot the ball consistently. What he can do? Drive and dunk, like rebound as a guard. Okay, steal the ball a little bit.
Yeah, I hear.
But, but
I understand where you're coming from. I understand, but I'm just saying, like
and I
when
like
he's
Ja. I got one of his shoes. I like it. But like,
no, yeah, yeah. I just feel like because he's like 24 right now, correct? He is averaging roughly 24, 25 points, and he could pass the ball. He's averaging at least eight assists,
yeah,
8.5
he could
assists.
pass the ball, but it's
So
just that that Lakers series when they needed a shot to be made, a shot, he couldn't make the shot because he can't shoot consistently. He had to drive to the basket. That's why there was 2 charges called on him in those 2 back-to-back games where he fell
mhm.
on his hand because he's just trying to drive to the basket. Yes, you need to be able to drive, but you need to be able to shoot in this game. You can't shoot, get the hell out of here. Ask Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz. How is it in the NBA when you can't shoot a basketball? It's ass.
Yeah, pretty ass. But you got to be like a big then if you're gonna
Yeah,
like.
exactly, and that's why Ben Simmons is drinking some pina coladas on in fucking Haiti.
Yeah.
He's just a lost cause, and Markelle Fultz figured out how to shoot, and he's actually doing shit with the Magic. So, but ask those two; they know. So, Ja, you could shoot much better than both of them, but you still can't shoot better than the guys that I named. The all 9 guys I named can shoot much better from you from 3 and
Yeah.
deep 3. But
Um. So I looked it up, right? Because I wanted to double check to see how old is SGA, and he's 25.
mm,
SGA is 25, so he's kind of like the same age as Tatum. So I don't really want to put SGA on that
yeah, but
list.
everyone says that he's the young star.
I mean,
That's what
but
I'm
people
saying.
forget that he's been in the league for a minute. He was in the league with the Clippers, and he made it to the playoffs with the Clippers. You
All
know what I
right.
mean?
Well, if you don't want to put Shea in there, then
I wouldn't consider Shea in there as
all right.
I
So then I would just move everybody up, and then there will be one more spot left.
yeah. So then
You know what?
from
I'll put Vasquez from the Heat.
that
Varquez.
I think is Hackwas, yeah, Hackwas.
Hackwas, yes. Hackwas. I'll put him at 9 and put Sengun at 10.
Perfect. That's a good list. So
That's
I
it.
already have Luca on my 1. I got Edwards at the 2. I got Halliburton at 3.
Okay, that's fine.
Mr. Double Double, 49% from the field, a really good 3-point shooter. Although recently he's been horrible, he's been on a terrible slump, but he's right now giving the Pacers a really good run. I'll probably give Chet Holmgren, Mr.
Okay.
Sophomore
That's four.
himself, 21 years old, averaging 17 points, 7 rebounds, a really good rim protector. I think he's averaging maybe 2 blocks, maybe close to 3 blocks, shooting 54% from the field. And by the way, he's a two-way. I mean, like he's a stretch, so
Yeah.
he can shoot the ball when he needs to. That's 5.
No, that's 4.
That's 4. So number 5, I'll probably put sleeper. No, I'll put Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is only 22 years old.
Oh.
22 years old. He's averaging 20 points, close to 10 rebounds, and shooting 47% from the field.
I'm gonna have to put Scotty Barnes then at the spot where Varquez is.
At number 10?
Yeah, no, at number 9 because
Okay.
Sengun's at 10 because he's just a rookie. He literally just came in.
He
Scotty
just
Barnes.
he just came into the league.
Yeah, so I already got two big time rookies in Chet and Victor, but they're just because of their size and they're playing phenomenal. So yeah, I got Scotty at 9 and then Sengun at 10.
And then okay, so I have Scotty at 5. Number 6, no, I'm not gonna put him that high. I was gonna I'll explain later. Number 6, I got Paulo Banchero. 21
Damn,
years
I
of
forgot about Paulo. I love Paulo too. Shit.
Paulo Banchero, probably one of the
All
best
right,
young
hold up.
players.
I'm gonna call a timeout. Fuck Sengun. We're putting Paulo at the 9
We're
spot.
putting Paulo Banchero.
I'm putting Scotty at the 10 and I'm putting Paulo at 9.
That's fine, man. That's good. That's good.
Damn,
So
I
then,
forgot about Paulo. I literally just talked about him about an hour ago.
yeah, you did. You did just talk about it. So I was a little. That's why I was a little bit surprised. But
Fuck.
yeah, I got Pablo at 6. 21 years of age, averages of roughly 23 points per game, 7 rebounds. Really, he's really good for the Magic right now where they're at. That was 6. Number 7, I'll probably put. This is why I put LaMelo Ball. Now, why do I put LaMelo Ball this high?
Mm,
Why? But why do I put him this high?
mm,
When he is healthy,
mm.
although the Charlotte Hornets are probably the most butt team in the NBA, he's
No,
still
the Pistons, their ass.
in front of the Pistons. In front of the Pistons, he's still giving you 24 points with 8 assists, and he could rebound the ball. He's averaging 5 rebounds as a guard.
So 24, 8, and 5. That's not bad. Yeah.
And then he's also shooting around roughly 42-43% from the field. But I'm just saying he's 7th because when healthy, he's another Trae Young. Trae Young, when the Hawks were terrible in earlier this season, he was averaging good numbers. He was averaging 26 and like 11.
So my question is, why would you put him over the guys that I have?
I'll put him over the guys you have because he is really good at his role as a point guard.
You know who we're talking about, right? We're talking about Ja.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I wasn't gonna put. If you want me to add Ja away, I just didn't want to put him because the whole, being suspended.
No. I'm fine. You can add whoever you want, but I'm just saying we're gonna put LaMelo over Ja.
So then, if you know what, you're right. So because we're adding John Morant,
I'll
put John Morant at 7 because
okay.
he's John Morant, and I'll put LaMelo Ball at 8.
Okay, but then where's Victor?
I'll put Victor at 9. I feel like he's still. I'll put Victor at 9, and then
how many points is Victor averaging? I believe he's averaging like 23.
Let me see real quick. Victor Wembanyama stats. Right now, he is averaging 20, 10 with
20.
3 assists.
How many blocks?
It doesn't tell me, bro. Let me a sec. Wow. Okay, roughly like 3 or 4 blocks a game.
20.
Okay, you know what? I think I did put LaMelo Ball a little too high.
I was like, yo, whoa.
Okay, you know what?
Where's Jalen Green? Your boy you were talking about, bro. You put Jalen Green below LaMelo?
It's only because Jalen Green is now starting to. You know what? No. Forget about LaMelo Ball because
thank you.
Because I was only considering LaMelo Ball because of player he is. He's an impact on the court. It's just he has no other players in his team. Like I said, he's another Trae Young because Trae Young, he's dropping dimes. He's scoring the ball.
DeJounte Murray, bro. Don't forget about him.
Yeah, but when Murray was injured or when he was out, the Hawks were horrible.
Oh, yeah, they were really
and nobody was talking about Trae Young carrying the Hawks and maintaining wherever they were at. Now that Trae Young's gone, Murray's stepping up. They just beat the Celtics with a crazy OT ending. You know what I mean? But you know what? Forget about LaMelo Ball. We're at 7. I'll probably
no. We got Ja at
We got Ja at 7.
8. We got you said you put 8 as Victor, and then 9 you put
Jalen Green, and then Sengun.
10 at Sengun, and then a LaMelo will be 11.
LaMelo will be 11.
I'll take LaMelo at 11. We'll go with that.
Yeah, man. I it's because I completely forgot about Victor and the stats. Like I had to
Yeah.
look it up. I didn't want to look anything up. You know what I mean?
Ah, you
So,
good, bro. You look it up to make sure we give the audience the facts. Make
mm.
sure they know they're correct. They know they're correct. Because what they'll do is be like, "Yo, your boy Irv don't know the shit he's talking about." I'm like, no, 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 no. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. Trust, trust. So yeah, that's what I
Right.
do, bro. If I'm messing up some stuff, and I'm like, hey, wait, let me just double check, so I'm not saying something wrong. And then I look at it, I'm like, oh shoot, well he was averaging this, that, that. So it's all good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that's our top 10 right there for the rookies. And that will basically put to who will be taking the face of the league. We both agree that Luka's the number one. I think he's got the best shot.
Absolutely. He just needs a finals appearance.
Yeah, a finals appearance, and if he wants to add a championship next to
If
that,
he
that would
wants
be
to add a
good.
championship, yeah, but I feel like having a finals appearance, he will cement himself as a player that could reach the finals and could possibly win it, depending on how he performs in that final appearance.
Not to mention, not only himself, his team. You got to make sure you got Kyrie Irving there as well, so that's a big thing. So, Irv, any last thoughts before we end our show today?
Um, nah, man, just thank you for having me over. I'm kind of looking forward if we keep doing this. You know what I mean? I have good discussions, man.
Yeah, that's just perfect. This is great. So yeah, definitely, I will have you, Irv, for the rest of the thing. But we'll talk after the show, once I end it. So I appreciate Irv for coming on, guys. Again, Irvin is a friend of mine from Montclair State University. We both go
Sure.
there, and we are now going to end our show here on our Friday afternoon. It's about currently 12:42 on Friday, March 29th. Don't forget to check out March Madness. That's happening later today for the men's, the second part of the round of Sweet 16. Then you got the first round, the first part of the round of Sweet 16 for the women's. So I'll definitely be going over that in just a little bit on my TikTok on the Fire Sports Pod. Check out our YouTube show here. I'm going to be posting clips on Instagram and TikTok as well. Also, look out for the previous show that we had on Wednesday. I'll be sending out the clips today. Peace out, guys. Have a great rest of your Friday afternoon. Enjoy Easter Sunday, and I will catch you guys on Monday for Recap Monday, going over what happened over the weekend. Peace out, guys.